Hello everybody, today I want to do something a bit different, and I actually want to give it a shot on video first. Afraid you're not going to see any gameplay footage though, so if that's going to deter you, go ahead, exit out now. I'm actually going to review Spec Ops The Line, and this is coming from a veteran's point of view. I'm even wearing my old unit shirt today. I've never seen a game that could potentially give someone so much trauma just imagining it. Obviously this game's about as much for kids as Debbie Does Dallas is. You can see the big huge M right there. And there's a damn good reason for it. The game will play on your emotions, it'll play on your mind, it'll play on about everything you know about war shooters. And it makes it, well, makes it pretty damn horrifying, if I'm quite honest. Which is going to make it hard for me to explain why I'm going to give it the grade I'm giving it. The plot of it is, you play as Captain Martin Walker, as his squad, consisting of two people, Lieutenant Adams and Sergeant Lugo, go to Dubai to liberate the city from Colonel John Conrad. Essentially, it's kind of the same plotline as Heart of Darkness or Apocalypse Now, where Martin Sheen had to go in and stop Marlon Brando's character, Colonel Kurtz, from making a dictatorship out of this Asian country. Except now it's pretty much the city of sin buried in sand. The reason Conrad took over Dubai is he was there to save the civilians from the sandstorm. He couldn't save them. They get stuck under these constant sandstorms. The city's virtually buried, and he ends up declaring martial law. The CIA goes in there to stop him, to no avail, so they send in Delta operators Martin, Adams, and Walker. Or, not Walker, Lugo. And by Martin, I mean Walker. But, the thing is, obviously shit hits the fan. Otherwise, the game would be just really straightforward. Go in, kill the guy, get out. And it's the way everything happens that really defines the game. Fairly early on, you're given a choice to save someone or have him get killed in the name of saving civilians. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. It's not that choice that really causes you to sit down and go, okay, what am I playing? As it is what it leads to. And without spoiling anything, you feel violated after it happens, because the game does everything at this point to lead you to believe it's just going to be this regular war shooter. The intro is you're on this minigun in a helicopter shooting other helicopters, and then you get hit by a helicopter in a sandstorm. And there's actually a good point to that, or a good part to that, where it's actually a flash forward to something that happens in the game. When you get to that point, chronologically in the game, Walker goes, wait a minute, didn't we already do this? And I'm watching this going, holy shit, that's pretty fucking clever. I've rarely, if ever, seen a game implement this whole, yes, it's a flashback, but he's actually seen it. And it really makes you question his sanity in light of everything that's going on. But, you get to a point where you do something thinking you had to do it, and as soon as you see the damage your actions have caused, you're kind of traumatized by it. Not just you as a person, because you're thinking, okay, the game led me to do this. Here it is, slowing down on headshots, going, yeah, you killed them, good. Sending you endless insurgents as well as rogue U.S. soldiers that are trying to kill you so they can say, hey, we're the dictators now. You think you're doing the right thing, and then you get to this point where you absolutely see this horrifying image of your actions, and you're like, damn it, game, you're the one who made me do it. And you don't want to take it out on the game because you didn't have a choice. So you keep on playing, and you keep on questioning why you're there. It's odd for me as a veteran to like a game that's so blatantly anti-war. And if I'm quite honest, it's not because I'm anti-war, it's because I don't believe in war without a good reason. I'm not going to get into the whole Iraq-Afghanistan debate, because honestly I'm kind of divided, and I don't want to open up this whole political war discussion. But I will say that every country, including ours, has been in wars that we shouldn't have been in. And we've approached both sides of it the wrong way. This game kind of shows not necessarily the right way, but a better way of showing the atrocities of war, how horrific it can be. Well, not can be, is. But the game, beyond that point, just gets grittier and more violent and more, dare I say, more like a horror game than a war game. I noticed towards the end of the game that not only does the title screen change, like in the beginning you just see this American flag and a soldier standing guard on this building, and you hear Jimi Hendrix's rendition of the national anthem. As you go on, the flag gets more tattered, the guard like takes up a sniping position or has a rocket launcher, and the song gets more distorted. Jimi Hendrix is more distorted. Anyway, until the end of the game after you beat it, where the flag has completely collapsed, there's no one on the building, and you hear like maybe 5 notes of the national anthem. I mean, that's just clever. But then you start noticing small things about Walker, like he goes through the beginning of the game going, kill confirmed, heavy down, and then towards the end of the game, kill fucking confirmed, heavy's fucking down. He gets more agitated, more frustrated, more traumatized. And then you notice that his executions, when he knocks someone down, at the beginning of the game, he just caps them in the face or breaks their neck, makes their death painless. Towards the end of the game, there's a guy on the ground, he'll slam their head on it and break their nose, like almost clean off. Or gouge their eyes, or shoot someone in the kneecap and then shoot them in the face. You visually see the signs of PTSD or just stress affecting him. And then you get to the loading screens, and these are nice touches here on the loading screens. They give you hints and they give you kind of the mission parameters, and then occasionally a button with, you're still a good person. This isn't your fault, or this is all your fault. And I actually had it back to back where it said, this is all your fault, your actions caused this, and then it says, but you're still a good person. There's a key moment towards the end of the game where someone dies, and your characters feel responsible for it. And I died after that point, and the loading screen was perfect. It says, one of your squad members blames you for this person's death. He feels you should have left Dubai when you had the chance. And I'm kind of like, we had the chance to leave? We're under a constant sandstorm. We're ordered to go in. Then the next loading screen says, but really, if he had lived, he would have had PTSD, so he's the lucky one. I'm looking at this going, I'm kind of snickering, not because I thought it was funny, but kind of, it made me really nervous. Because, they're absolutely right. What this guy went through, he's traumatized. He would have suffered. And I'm looking at this going, yeah, that's true, but is he really that lucky? Graphically, the game isn't spectacular. I had a lot of issues. Obviously, I've been playing on PS3 with texture pop-in, but I also had bugs towards the end of the game where it would be loading right in the middle of gameplay, and it'd stutter. So, like, here's my character. I'd walk a step and then go for like a minute or so, and then it'd load and he'd be somewhere else. I've had a few crashes on cinematics towards the end of the game too, where it'll load the cinematic and then halfway through the cinematic it'll cut out and the game would crash. So the game, there are some bugs, especially towards the end of it, but and texture pop-ins, infamous with the Unreal 3 engine, and I don't know why no one's ever fixed that, but it's not terrible. It's not like the Chrome 5 engine. That thing's a piece of shit. I don't know why anyone uses it. That was used in Call of Juarez the Cartel, where you have a rock that's pretty much just a folded piece of paper with two sides and a top, and then you can see through it. It's nowhere near that bad, but it's not perfect. People that have been dismissing this as a Nolan North third-person shooter, yeah, he does the main character, but there's more to it than just him. In fact, he doesn't play his usual character. You expect him to play Nathan Drake, you know, grenade thrown at him, oh crap, hide. No, he plays Walker very, very well. You can almost sense how traumatized he is just from Nolan North's acting, and quite honestly, it's probably the best acting I've seen him do in any game. I haven't played the multiplayer. I don't usually play multiplayer. Last time I did was Fear 2, and that ended up badly, but that's more or less because I like to play multiplayer against people I know. I don't know anyone playing this. Now here comes the tough part. Would I recommend this game? And this is where I'm divided. I feel bad because I told one of my friends who works at a store that the game is great, and it is. It's a damn good game. The story it tells is phenomenal. The way it's executed, it's fantastic. I know there's people griping about how the sand mechanics aren't really that fleshed out. And while I kind of agree, they're forgetting that you can blind people with sand by throwing grenades, and it gives you just a chance to heal. But at the same time, you can't really suggest a game on a great story, good mechanics, fun gameplay alone. For me, I gotta think of the effect it's going to have on people. And while I'd recommend this to people who aren't prone to stress, trauma, you know, anything, or tragedy, I can't recommend it to the faint of heart. And it really kind of makes me sad, because my overall grade for this game is an A-, and that's because the only reason I'm giving it an A- is because of the bugs towards the end of the game. But I can't say I fully recommend the game because I don't know how people are going to react to it. Me, as a veteran with PTSD, is playing this game going, yeah, it's a great game, but if I didn't know it was fake, if there weren't some choices that are obviously not realistic, if it weren't for the fact that there are certain sections of the game that's not realistic, I wouldn't be playing it. I would be huddled up in a corner going, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, mommy will save me. It's that horrifying. And I know a lot of people are saying I'm exaggerating. Go ahead and think that, because to me it is. but I'm not going to be getting rid of the game anytime soon. So my final verdict, if you can handle anything like this, go ahead. If not, don't. Plain and simple. It's not Modern Warfare 3. On that note, I gotta sign off. I will see you guys later.